It's really interesting the way that online culture has changed has really affected how I think about things. So there's a lot of times when I will make pictures, but I think very judiciously about whether or not I want to use that picture. Because I think about ways that pictures get sucked up into the machine. I think about people's desire for privacy in a way that maybe was different. And I'm always upfront with people when I make pictures. People know who I am. People know why I'm there. It's never a gotcha. I'm not one of those. Um, but even when people allow me to make pictures, I always think about it a bit. There are certain things that are very safe, and then there are things where it's like, okay, this, what do I want to use? What best represents? What is the safest thing in some cases? One of the things that gave me pause a number of years ago was election night. Um, I think that normally I would just make lots of stops on campus, and most people would have been fine, but that night the tension on campus was different. The election really changed the atmosphere, and I remember knocking on the door to the Women's Center, and folks were sort of like, yeah, we really don't want you here tonight. And I thought, wow, that's different, because in 2008, I had been all over campus, and it was just, yeah. And that was sort of like, okay, whatever my thoughts are, my politics are, I'm reading the room, and the room is saying some things different. And so I need to adjust accordingly. And so I didn't make pictures in there that night. And it made me think a lot about election coverage the next day. So I think there's a dynamic in between what we make and what we choose, and sort of how we deploy pictures that we need to be mindful of.